What's one thing getting your priorities straight as a leader in a country? Well, cigarettes. They were promoted and made a lot of money for countries, right? And then when they de-promote it, so that means they liked it. But when you change things, you can't all of a sudden become one of those hypocrite smokers, where they say the worst type of smoker who talks about quit is one that's done it themselves, right? As they know all the pain and stuff like that. And so they'll like to drill you about it because they've been drilled, right? So when it comes to countries that promoted something, thought something was right, gave you 20 years of it, programmed you, then they want you, after that, they change their mind and want you to program your brain overnight. And if you don't, they're going to charge you for it. They're going to lock you up for it. They're going to slap you with a stick for it. That sounds like a country that hands over their problems, doesn't it? Sounds like a leader that hands over its problems. Now they've got the vape issue. Sounds like a leader that runs in, because they don't really do their research, gets something done because the pile over there says, yay, yay, we want this, yay, yay, all today, right? And he goes, oh, I better listen to that group. But he's totally wrong because he's meant to be a leader. You can listen, but he's meant to make the right decisions because in the end, if you listen to that group and that group over there, like listen to your friend groups, you might find out you're still wrong. And then what are you going to do? You're going to go blame the friend groups. Pathetic leader, right? You got your advice and then you're meant to put out what you're meant to put out, right? I wouldn't charge or do the things they did when it comes to alcohol and cigarettes. It's a bully tactic. Most of the time, bully tactics don't work, and there's other ways to doing it, right? And if you're speaking about love, wouldn't you want to promote more of that or be a hypocrite and speak about love but bully over there? As long as it's them, isn't it? Right? That's what happened with smokes. Smokes don't hurt anyone. You're in a country that's got all these problems. Why would you want to create more problems? This is why they're talking about it with using the police to solve something that only hurts themselves. It's like using all the police to now run around and get everybody who's not wearing a fucking helmet on their bike and making that top priority. That's what I talk about when it comes to drug busts. It's like, what's their top priority? They only got so much money, right? Why do they use some of that funding for the lower shit? The lower shit should just be easy. I've talked about this in clips before. If you do the right thing, you might find other things will come. But when you do the wrong thing, you might find you have to look for it and do more wrong things to try to get it. Deceive like the government does now with all that money. Huh? Would you want to up prices to fix your government problem that you know that your government, because that's how you got in, you bitched about your government. Fucked up, and then you turn into it? That's why it repeats. Isn't that sad? I think you humans have got a long, long way. I'm afraid that I'm a human, but I'm talking collectively. Us humans collectively have got a long, 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 long way to go. Because most humans get it right, they just go, see ya. What do you think most people disappear in your life? Have you have a look, you might find that they have a better life than you. And then they go, you're not worth anything now. You can't give me an upgrade. You cost me money. There's no real love. In fact, you'll find in families, that's how it rolls. Who will get favoured the most? Yeah. Yeah. Right? Who's got a kid? I know that. One sense, if you sit back and look and you see history, you'll find out, this person hardly ever comes. But you have a kid, they'll turn up for the first few years. It's a pattern. I guess that's what you need to do because it helps them become something for them to come in for you. Oh, isn't that odd? You know what I mean? Everything out there when it comes to most policies makes me sick thinking about it. I'm about not to think about it anymore. I've already got all the answers, all the points, and all I'm going to do is look at it and feel bad. What's the point of that? And then you want to do it because you want to help, but then you know you just fucking can't. Becomes more irritating, doesn't it? It's a little bit like that cigarette problem. So what do you do with it? I guess you come in and bully? See, if you do things righteously at first, like put it onto script, allow people who's already got their problem to get rid of their problem, but you're not going to make it any worse. That's by scripting things. But we have scripts to help control the drug sector, right? And the medical sector. That's what cigarettes is. in the end. Definitely after you put it in the category, right? Just do that. Then all you have to do is go to the doctors from then point then, give everyone a year, like handing in their guns, and they prove to the doctor, right, about some evidence of what they've got and all this kind of thing to get these licenses, to get a cigarette, right, to get these little certificates. Once this time's over, this year's over, you cut it off. Anyone after that didn't come in, sorry, stupid, fucking under a rock. And everyone over that, they want to start now. No. Right? That's truthful, because they haven't even started yet, or they've started, so it's easier for them. Right? That's righteous. Not hurting it. They can choose and quit whenever they want. If they don't, they're going to die. It's like a bad diet. What are you going to do now in the next supermarket? You try, but it's the same concept. You're doing it to that one, then you might as well do it for them all, because now you're being a hypocrite again. Isn't that right, everyone? Oh, you do it for that, but not for that. Huh? If that works so much, then do it for all them. Go on, up the price of all these bad foods. Dare you to. If it works so fucking well and fixes the country, do it. But I bet you'll just piss off sort of a small group. See, they don't mind pissing off a small group. They don't mind being unrighteous, you see. They can get away. That's what bad guys do. That's what the bad sector does. You know what I mean? They don't care. I know it's not unrighteous, but they don't care. They don't get what they want. They haven't complained enough, you know, when you got to ring up. Just check out what the humans say about why you got to do these things. Because you don't complain, you don't get nowhere. Then you have another stupid human saying that you shouldn't complain and give it to God. Huh? No wonder there's a land of confusion. Isn't it, people? I was just talking that in the comment. It's like, you got all these people saying all these things, but no one, or not one country, can just stand up and go, this is this. Do you want to know where the real details of that propaganda? Here's the real news. You know what I mean, people? And then there's all the other dickheads. If you want to listen to them, that's cool. But here's the real one. It's all of it. You can go watch the whole fucking lot, the much as we know why we speak what we speak. It's not 5-minute clip here, 5 minutes. We'll give you them if you believe and trust us. But when you don't, there's the long version. All on the internet. Don't need no extra money. It's not that hard, actually. I can post it up on YouTube and give it to you. Not these videos. Fucking easy. So a company can't do, huh? They got 70,000 of what? Copy and paste and what? Lazy motherfuckers. Shit. What can you do? I copy and paste it quicker than him over there. Yes. 10 seconds quicker. And I say it this way, he farts it that way. Ah. Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of other things. Yeah, but everyone likes this story and we keep it to that. So they only see that. So these 10 things become the world. What? Yeah, we tell them it's all on the internet, but we'll just repeat this. In fact, we'll have 3 live stations speaking about the same shit. You might even change the channel from news to news channel and see the same shit. Fuck. I want their job. You know why? Because they just copy and paste. They go, quick, quick, quick. That's their job. You see this news? Yep, let's copy that. Let's do this. Huh? Fucking boring. Then you go smack the printer a little bit. You know how it goes in one more. That's the truth. You know what? It's harder to be bored and a person who's educated than a person who's at work doing that. Which one would be harder? At least they've got something to do and they're getting paid so they can still truck along with life that's normal, as they call it. Where the other one, he has to live on the minimum, fucking be lucky to be able to get things, you know, and no holidays. Why does he sit there? Because this dick won't give up his job. He's so holy and righteous that he knows he's a failure and he knows that you're not. But he's still there. Oh. And he says he does his work for you. Isn't that odd? So if that was true, then his work for you is to actually quit himself and let him have the job. That's what the government's meant to do. But they're all ego. When they go to vote, they all put their own fucking name down. Even though they know, because when they go to vote, who should be the best? But I want to. Me, motherfucker! Okay. See you later.